feel very fortunate to live in Utah. If you think about it, the natural world has inspired people throughout time. One thing I love doing is walking through the mountains and listening to the sound of the aspen leaves kind of talking in the wind. And then wintertime, when you see the snow falling and its implied purity, either on the mountaintops or in the yard in front of you, and how it's almost like a fresh start. It's one thing to look and appreciate the Vermilion Cliffs from afar, but when you get really close and you study the granular structure, the sand and the sediment layers, and how beautiful that looks by getting close to it, I love those little microcosms in nature. When one understands why 윌슨오디오 loudspeakers are designed the way they are, when you see the arch on the XVX and when you see all the details and the substructures that allow for the upper modules to adjust back and forth, you're seeing the natural world and you're seeing science. Beyond what's seen, there are many concealed elements in Alexx V. A few of these hidden beauties are the Convergence Energy Carbon tweeter. The structure and the striations in the form itself, I think, are really beautiful. However, when that tweeter is installed into the enclosure, no one ever sees that. Precisely machined diffusers into the material inside the mid-range, they're very effective at breaking up the sound pressure behind the driver. Symmetrical tool paths that are in the metal that are carefully covered by our effective diffraction pads. The V material underneath the gantry, it's a wonderfully damped material that separates the woofer and the gantry upper modules from each other. But no one ever really sees that.
So my primary involvement in the Alexx V project has been with the development of the new 윌슨오디오 acoustic diode. The 윌슨오디오 spike and diode system that we're using right now is exceptionally good. And so a challenge of trying to make that better, as we looked at our knowledge that we had with the ISO base, with the pedestal, we were able to use those same materials in different ways. And out of that came what we feel is a very beautiful and even more functional spike system for the new Alexx V.
To come out of it with what we accomplished, I think is I feel very proud of it, and I hope other people that experience it feel that pride and ownership and pride in the design and in the engineering and the craftsmanship in the speaker.
I hope that the world perceives the beauty of the design, motor, and rear aspects of each driver, and understands the amount of engineering and thought process and trial and error that have gone into this product, that there was love involved in the design and building of this speaker.
The end user that's listening to the speaker sees and hears what's on the outside, but what actually makes everything happen, I think, comes way before that during the manufacturing. It comes down to all the craftsmen, everyone that touches it has a piece of creating it, actually makes it work.
Being out in nature really does have this restorative and healing element to it. It's extremely therapeutic, and music has a very similar benefit. They're almost hand in hand as far as the body's concerned.